Hey, Cranston, what's up? I'm not going to bother with trying to run 3 minutes of ads at the beginning of the stream because it doesn't seem to ever register properly. I'm not sure why. I'm just going to let the 90 seconds of ads run. How you doing today? For gift bot stuff, or just in general, or for one of the other streamers who you mod for. Is Cool Tony the only other person you mod for? I mean, I know you've volunteered for other people during charity events and stuff. There's the pre-rolls. We have goals on both sides for cracking Pokemon packs. Just so you're aware, I probably should post these sort of things in mod chat. Barnsey! Hi, Barnsey. Welcome in. I say. Congratulations, Barnsey. You are the first. Oh man, the auto delete on a bunch of these messages in the going live announcements channel in the Discord is clearly not functioning. There are messages in here telling us that people went live all the way back to April. You mod in too many channels, and thanks everyone for letting you get first. You're on top of it. What do you thank yourself, Barnsey? Like the video where Snoop Dogg says, and last of all, I'd like to thank me. Like to thank me for believing in me? I mean, he's not wrong, man. May 16th, we're getting there. Woo! If you win the drop game, you could get a sub. A gift sub, a tier 1 gift sub for you or a friend, 95.95 or higher. Or you can ask me to donate $3 to charity. It'll be to St. Jude right now. To our Club First campaign. May 31st. June 2nd. June 4th. All right, made it to today. Cleaned up the Going Live announcements channel. I really try to keep it, I have it so it auto deletes when people end or whatever. Hi, Tolish. But most of all, me, exactly. Tolish, how you doing? Dude, Tolish, in November, you'll have been following for 5 years. Do you know that? I was just sitting here thinking, Tolish has been around a minute. That's nuts. You're good. Really tired, but good. I am sorry that you're really tired. However, I'm glad to hear that you are good, and that sounds like that might be maybe the only thing that you're dealing with right now. A little while. Lol. Well, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Watching on YouTube helps us with our watch hours. They count as long as I publish the live afterward as a VOD. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, you can do that here. And we also unlocked YouTube memberships. Appreciate that. I was like, what do you mean there was a gifted sub 27 minutes ago? It's because I was testing things in Stream Elements. I caught the tail end of the introductory meeting for the Hi Mother Bear, welcome in, for the Food and Drink Club. I'm excited for that. There's all kinds of fun stuff coming up, including this Saturday we are participating in a raid train. If you didn't know about that already. Hi, everybody. Here's my face. Thanks for being here. I know I'm a little late this morning, but I was doing some behind-the-scenes stuff because that's important. Twitch streaming isn't just press a button, go live, sit here and talk, as much as I wish that it was. Aw. Ether Night, I love you. How are you? There's stuff we have to do. And specifically, I've been trying to work more on the YouTube because, stuff like that, stuff like YouTube is important for being able to continue doing this. All the support that you guys show the channel is why, and any of my content creation stuff and all of that, small business stuff, is why I'm able to continue doing this. But it requires that there's upkeep, there's adding new things in, there's removing stuff that doesn't work anymore. Admin type tasks that are not always the funnest thing ever. but they are important. So, however, I'm ready to kind of get some crafting done. I thought about maybe just starting with the shawl and knitting for a bit. I might try and play some Supermarket Simulator today. I haven't played it in a little while, and I thought I'd do some crowd control. Maybe. We'll see how chaotic you guys are today. You know, we have quite... It's not always chaos in here. It's so funny. When people are like, oh, it's always chaos at Nines. I'm like, no, actually, that's not true. I'm like tempted to be like, no, it's not. But I don't want anybody to feel like I'm saying like, that's not me fishing for extra chaos per se. We had some mild chaos yesterday. You guys have been letting me craft rather regularly, actually. Now I just need to get my stuff in my shop and do a better job of, you know, being a good salesperson about my handmade stuff. This is in the Etsy, speaking of. There's a nice segue. There is only one of this little guy available. No, I did not use a pattern. That's not entirely true. I did look up a tutorial that was for a similar style of doll to refresh my memory on how to make these little curlies. This is it. It's only listed in my Etsy. Hit me up if you must have it, but don't want to go through Etsy. I will not force you to go through Etsy, but I listed it there because that's the shop that I make the most. The frequency of sales of my handmade things from my Etsy is higher than any of my other outlets for purchasing things from me. Fourth Wall does great with merch. I don't tend to sell as much stuff that I've made on there, which again, that's up to me to promote it. And that's one of my goals is to better promote my handmade things because there's some stuff that's been sitting in there for a while. The nice thing about Fourth Wall, though, is that you can gift the items. So if it doesn't sell in the next few days, I probably will list it on the Fourth Wall. I probably should just list it on the Fourth Wall, like immediately. I'm terrified of somehow somebody purchasing the item from the Etsy and then also gifting it from the Fourth Wall at this like practically the same time. So I try to pick and choose where I list things because I just know that would be my luck. That would be my luck. Lots of new followers lately because we are now officially part of the Food and Drink Club, the Creator Club. I am a founder of the Artist and Maker Club, but I'm also a member of the IRL Club and the Food and Drink Club. Very cool that they are doing this for the food and drink category on the platform. The community in food and drink is very supportive, just like we are in makers and crafting and art. And many people who do food and drink also do those things and also game or also game. So please make sure you, if you're in that server and you do food and drink, that you pick up that role. The only requirement to pick up an additional club role is a certain minimum level of activity in the server, which they've never disclosed the specifics, but essentially they've kind of hinted, like if you're just at least typing some messages and reacting and, you know, showing some interaction here and there and showing that you're present and you're paying some kind of attention, then you'll get the role, an additional role. Thank you for lurking, Mother Bear. So, yes, we have things going on, but also tomorrow's the last day of school for my kids, and I'm just trying to, like, get caught up. Maybe try to, like, be somewhat caught up. I sent out 2 packages this morning with my husband. I said bon voyage to our friend Le Poisson Steve. The little Steve that I crocheted. It's funny, I like making things, but I don't always feel the need to hang on to them. Sometimes I do. You'd think I would be more attached to that one. Different Steve, but yes. And then the Craig hat. I can't wait. Can't wait for Brenda to receive the Craig hat in the mail. This was a charity redemption commission. And many of you watched me make the Craig hat. So I'm super excited. And there was a couple extra little goodies in there for Brenda. So very excited for Brenda to receive that. Here's hoping the situation with Canada Post stabilizes further. I could not wait anymore. I was instructed not to send it yet because of the situation there, and I ignored that warning. Once again, we are live on YouTube and Twitch, so watch wherever you feel most comfortable. Memberships are live on YouTube. I keep a higher percentage of that revenue over there automatically. From the get-go, their revenue share for memberships, which is their version of subscriptions, is a little higher. However, you know, Twitch is the place that I think I'm best suited to as my main platform, but we are trying to grow the YouTube because it's all interdependent. It's like its own little ecosystem. However, some people have been generous and kind enough to join as members on YouTube already. And I'm getting closer and closer to my first payout there. We also have a goal today for Super Chats if anyone wants to do that over there. What else? What else should I tell you? What else is going on? Oh, yeah, there's a sub sale over here, and we have a sponsorship. Thanks, Stream Elements. Stream Elements was like, you should mention your sponsorship with Star Trek Fleet Command. And we have had some people participating in that by playing. Thank you. I'm going to try to do a little Star Trek. Maybe we'll do a little Star Trek today. It's a fun game. I actually really enjoy it. And you can participate on mobile or PC. This is not a mobile only or a PC only. There are multiple platforms. Windows, Mac, Apple, Android. And all of it, you know, your progress. I think you're supposed to stick with the one you start with, but your progress in the game helps add to the support for the channel. So thank you for that. And speaking of, this is something I keep forgetting to do. We're owed a couple of subscriptions from the Stream Elements gift sub fairy. Gift sub fairy owes us a couple of subs. So I'm going to head over to the sponsorships tab. And open this up. Release the subs the next time you go live. Release the gift sub fairy. Just 2, but that's better than none. Let's see who gets them. It's typically pretty quick. As soon as I start just talking and going about my business, that's when it'll happen. There is the possibility to earn them through the Star Trek sponsorship, but it requires a monetary purchase, a real money purchase in the game from you guys. And to Thank you, Stream Elements Gifts. Thanks so much. Supposed to do something in the overlay. I wonder if that's broken. However, we still did get 2 gift subs for Gira Mama 2 and Phantom Breeze. Phantom Breeze got a sub. I don't know if Gira Mama 2 has chatted with us before. Maybe. 5 messages. Following since May 6th. Right on. That's somebody who's a more recent. They came in with a raid on May 6th, so that's rad. That's very cool. Stream Elements gifts. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Phantom Breeze as well. Congratulations to Phantom Breeze, who we really do appreciate because they are very active in our friend Art and Jess community, helping with a lot of things as a mod over there. Mod or VIP? I can't keep track. Thank you, Stream Elements. Thanks for helping out.
Good morning.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Squatched, thank you so much. Squatched, thank you for your 7 months, friend. These colors are usually blue. We're gonna put a couple of blue chickies in this bowl. Squatched, thank you for your 7 months. What color? Oh, goodness gracious, look at that. There's a Queen. There's a hype train looming. Thank you so much. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I think we could still fit some more chickens in here today. We'll give Stream Elements 2 blue chickies for those gift subs. Thank you, Stream Elements. We've had a pretty good experience, mostly, with a few little bumps in the road with Stream Elements sponsorships, and they do address your concerns rather quickly if you need to contact support. I just wish that they would make it easier for those of us that have an international audience to have our friends participate. Okay, you guys have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to start a hype train if that's something you're feeling like you'd like to do. Reminder, there's a gift sub sale, 35% off, 5 gifted subs or more. Yes, I am splitting that discount with Twitch. If you didn't hear about that, it's something you can opt out of, but I decided not to because I don't mind you guys getting a sale price. It's no big deal. It's really nice of people to support the channel by gifting subs to others. It gives them a peek at what it's like to have subscriber benefits. Sometimes it draws folks who have never actually, actively participated in the channel to come in and to see what's going on because they get the notification that they got a sub. It supports the channel, it supports me and my family directly, and it also supports the platform. But I understand, too, some people prefer to support in different ways. It's interesting. I have not yet received the second bag of popcorn. I got the bag of popcorn that you sent, RC, through Throne. And then there was something else that somebody did the other day. But I feel like I need to check into whether or not those have arrived. Because there's all kinds of ways you can support. I know some people prefer to do Throne gifts or they prefer to do tips, etc. Please. Never feel like there's any pressure, but I'm always going to thank those of you. I mean, there's Patreon, there's Fourth Wall memberships. Thank you for any and all of the above are appreciated, and I do always want to make sure I'm expressing my gratitude for your love for what we do, because when you support the channel, you are supporting our charities as well. The highest tier of membership that we are offering for YouTube has charity support built in, like the highest tier of Patreon. And so I will be forwarding a percentage of that to other charity streamers, just like Patreon will go to helping, support other people and maybe gift Patreon memberships to people. I don't understand how gifting memberships works on YouTube for people who want to gift them, but I do know that in order to take advantage of receiving a gifted membership there, you have to opt in, and I think you have to do it per channel. So something to consider when watching people who you like are enjoying their live content on YouTube is that I think you have to opt in. You're almost positive that YT Gifted offers gifted subs to people who interact with the streams the most. But do you know what I'm talking about? That you actually have to go in, Squatched, and tell YouTube that you want to receive them. Did you know this? Yeah, you have to say, like, it's not like Twitch where if you're hanging out on Twitch, if you're in a channel, even if you've never chatted, even if all you've ever done is lurk from being rated in, you can receive a gifted sub. That's why people will be like, I've never even been to this channel. How come I got a gifted sub? They'll even come in and be like, I've never been here before. How come I got a gifted sub? Because Twitch, I actually think it's smarter to do it this way, but who knows why YouTube does that. They may have their reasons. Twitch's formula is typically, like, you can even see it just now. Someone who's been to our channel, who's participated in our channel, who has supported the channel, who has chatted multiple times and has been following for a while, Phantom Breeze, right? And then the other person, someone who was here recently but hasn't been back yet. So, you know, again, like I said, it's it's not just about the financial support when you do that. It really does help draw more people to the channel. If I sound like I'm trying to sell gifting, that's because I am. I'm not trying to push. I'm just outlining the reasons why you might want to. And honestly, it's more effective supporting people who are full-time for you to, instead of gifting, both of these things are great. If that doesn't appeal to you, I would argue that one other thing you could do is decide to subscribe 6 months in advance at tier 1, or 3 months, and that helps the creator because it keeps their plus points stable. You keep hearing about this thing called Twitch Prime, but you have no idea what it is. Wow, I'm really glad you mentioned that, Squatched. You never know who's listening who might not already know about a Prime, or who needs that reminder that their Prime exists. We do have ads coming in about 3 minutes if you're on Twitch. I have no idea how ads will work once we're fully monetized on YouTube. But yeah, Prime subs are awesome. I actually kind of feel like a Prime sub is a thing the person has to go out of their way to remember to use. Yeah, I get a higher rev split or whatever. It's technically like maybe, I don't know, just under $1 more that I would receive from a regular paid tier 1, whatever. It's not about that. You know, that's basically somebody who has already signed up for another service just getting, you know, a coupon for supporting somebody. Hey, you sign up for Amazon Prime, you get to support a nerd. It's a support a nerd coupon. So I'm always very thankful for those as well. Don't forget to check to see if your Prime is ready. Don't have to use it here, but please use it. Use it or lose it. Wow, Bezos really does care about us. I don't go that far. I don't know, man. I just want to entertain and to do good for other people. That's literally all I want. And, you know, many of you recognize that and you help. And there are so many ways that you've helped. Like I said, I understand completely that there are folks who it's just not, they prefer another method or platform. That's exactly right. There's totally a way to do that. And there's also a way to gift subs, and purchase bits on mobile without paying the markup. Please don't pay the markup. Please don't pay the markup. Does that show it? Yes. Visit that link. Any channel on Twitch. Go in the mobile browser and not in the app. That link. Make sure you have desktop version box checked or whatever your phone uses for that. And it should take you to a page in your mobile browser, not the app. If it redirects you to the app, then yeah. I mean, I know I've heard that iPhones. Hi, Marvster. Thank you. Yes, I am. And that sounds lovely. And I hope you have a great walk. Thank you. And you know what? Sometimes I do the same thing. I'll watch a Twitch stream while I'm walking my dogs. I'm sure my neighbors think I'm insane because I'll be like laughing hysterically at something. This link will also enable you to purchase bits. That link will also enable you to purchase bits without paying the markup. Please don't pay the markup. We don't want you to have to pay that markup. It's not because I have some problem with these companies fundamentally, but I think that you should not have to pay their markup for them offering access to creators' support. You know, that markup on your Android or your Apple phone is going to Google or it's going to Apple. It's not going to the platform, and it's not going to the creator. So it's not like you pay a couple extra dollars for a sub on mobile and the streamer gets a percentage. That extra dollar or two, however much it costs on a mobile platform, goes to the platform. And there's people who don't know that. And I feel like it's very sneaky. Anyhow, I guess I could switch scenes. The only markup you care for is HTML. Been playing any cool games lately, Squatched? Are you gonna start crocheting or cross-stitching or whatever? You know, every once in a while I am gonna poke you about that. I won't be excessive, but one of us. Ah, crud. Thank you if you just got an ad break for staying through it. I do appreciate it. I know ads are not the most convenient thing, but again, they help support the platform. I recently got the Switch 2 and I've been loving it. Maybe one day. Life has been crazy. Are you playing some Mario Kart World on there? Squatch, what are you playing on your Switch 2? I'm not in a mad rush to get one. My kids were like real excited for it for a minute, and then I explained. I was like, well, in order to afford a Switch 2 for yourself, because mom and dad cannot afford one at the moment, you would need to work this many hours at the shop. Or, you know, you have some Pokemon cards that are worth some money. You could sell those, but then you don't have them anymore. And then you don't have that money anymore. You know, so like you have to think about this. And I kind of talked them out of it because I was like, think about this. They're introducing a lot of new features. Have you had any kind of issues with it so far? It is backwards compatible with some Switch games, regular Switch games, right? Switch 1. Are we supposed to call it Switch 1 now? Yes, but primarily Zenda. Oh my goodness. Zendaya? What? Zelda Wind Waker, as you never finished it back in the day. You highly recommend waiting until more games come out before even looking for one. It plays all Switch games. Wow, that's awesome. Even the ones that you've previously downloaded that are like digital, that are in like your digital library, It plays all those too. You don't have to buy them again. I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to find some way to... Aren't there some where if you want the premium version, you have to buy like some kind of upgrade? You transferred your data from... I remember hearing something like that. You transferred your data from the Switch one and it all auto-downloaded. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Oh, we do subscribe to Nintendo Online. There are upgrade packs, but if you subscribe to Nintendo Online, they are all free. Our Nintendo Online subscription actually just renewed recently. I was considering canceling it, and I forgot. It's okay. It's nice to be able to do some of the things that it offers, including all of the old NES and SNES games and stuff. You have Breath of the Wild on Switch 1, and to upgrade, it was free. Right on. Yeah, we have Breath of the Wild and whatever the other one is that was real popular as well. What the heck is the other one? Tears of the Kingdom. Wait, so do the free upgrades only apply to ones that you have that you've downloaded, or does it apply to ones that are on cartridge as well? Like if you have the physical cartridges, not all games have upgrades, only certain games. Ah, that makes sense. Probably not all of them necessarily would benefit from one. Yeah, I briefly considered whether it would be cool to get, you know, my hubs a Switch 2 for Father's Day, but he doesn't have time for video games. He'd be like, wow, thanks for spending all this money on something I can really not even use that probably will just get used by the kids. It's funny, though, because he is the one who will be like, oh, a new console's coming out? Well, clearly we have to have one. Like, I didn't care if we ever got a PS5. He was the one who was after getting a PS5. I was like, okay. Doesn't the PS4 still work? You've always been an early adopter, although even though it often backfires. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when a new version of OBS is scheduled to come out, like a whole big brand new integer, you know, going from like 30 to 31.
Hi. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Crafting for introverts. Thank you for your 40-month resub. Thank you. That's 4 out of 10 for me to crack a Pokemon pack. Crafting, what color would you like to be? I have some Destined Rivals packs sitting right next to my desk. We also have a goal on YouTube for some super chats. No, they're not cumulative. They're separate. How dare you? Crossover platform support goals. What? That would be madness. But yes, if we hit 10 resubs, whatever, resubs count for this sub goal. I will crack open a pack. What color would you like, crafting? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? How have sales for the new expansion been going at the shop? To be honest, we just don't get enough of it. None of the distributors that we work with, who we can order Pokemon cards from, provide us with enough product to keep up with demand. It's absolutely impossible for certain products. There's some Pokemon stuff that sits on the shelves, and then there's stuff that just flies. Like anything 151 is very popular. The new set has been selling fairly well. The new expansion, Destined Rivals. Purple. No one is getting Pokemon cards. And if you are, it's because you're doing irrational things. It's inspiring irrational and bizarre behavior from people. And it's really hard as shop owners having folks call and show up to the shop and kind of having this sort of weird attitude of like, well, I don't care if anyone else has access to this product. I want as much of it as you will possibly give me. So when people call the store anymore, I felt like I just should answer the phone there and be like, hello, Pantheon Comics and Games. Yes, we do have single packs of Destined Rivals. No, we don't have any 151 right now. You can only buy 5 packs per person. How can I help you? We're not allowed squatched. We're too small. They don't allocate that much of it to us. So yeah, it's rough. Small businesses especially have a hard time with that. And, you know, even your big box stores like Target, Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger corporation, an arm of the Kroger Corporation now, used to be just a local chain, but got bought out by Kroger many years ago. There's a ton of places that stock it, but like I said, people camp out. They know what time the vending machines are stocked. It's just... And sadly, a lot of people don't even want to play the game. Now, crafting, you said purple. Let me finish this row and I will do a purple chicken for you into the bowl. Crafting and her family are an exception. And I've been playing it with my kids and really enjoying it. Most of the people snatching up these cards have absolutely zero intention of ever playing the TCG. So you're on your way to New Orleans for Pokemon this weekend. That's cool. We are trying to get people to come in and play the game in the shop, and it's been very difficult. There's something so satisfying about ripping the final packet target out of a child's hands. Really makes me happy. Oh my goodness, squashed. What is being mentioned more and more? That people don't play the game or what? New Orleans. Purple chicken for you, crafting. Thank you for 40. I just knocked over the plastic bag full of foam eggs in there all over the floor. It's great. It was situated in this bin I have next to my desk properly, and I messed that all up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that it's not being played, just collected. Yeah, I mean, and it's a fun game. Hi, Positive. How are you? All right, let's play Pick Up the Eggs. At least they're not real eggs. I almost think, I know what I should do. I should grab a piece of paper. One of my besties and I, when I was a kid, used to play jacks. Your hubby is a judge. and has a league, you average 6 players a week, but other leagues in DFW have 30 to 40 people at league. The best you could come up with is the big EV. No! So little man likes his food. He hasn't really spit out any of the baby food you've started him on today. Oh, that's awesome, the Ether Night. It's such a fun milestone. When I go to New Orleans, I always go to Bourbonsley Street. Get out of here. What's interesting is a comment you heard from a certain someone. You know, I've told him, but you don't feel like it's right to harp on him outside the channel. But one comment that was made was, wow, the wrapping quality has gotten so cheap. And someone responded, that's because the demand for it has gotten so great that they had to skimp on quality of the wrappings and boxes. Yeah, and also, again, just like kind of the mentality of just seeing how much of it you can grab at once, no matter what. And cleaning a place out completely because the employees won't stop you. And, you know, it's one thing, sure, if you're not reselling it elsewhere, unopened, at a markup, you know, just to make money. And if you are actually opening the cards at the very least and seeing what's inside and, you know, getting excited for good polls and all that. And collecting them to have them, you know, to have a nice collection. Like I don't begrudge people their collections, but like I never buy yarn, and I understand that yarn is different from cards, but I mean it is like a thing you use to do another thing. It's intended, and you know we joke, right? Collecting the supplies is a separate hobby from using them. But in my mind, I'm going, ooh, I'll be able to make something really cool out of that for myself or for a gift or maybe to sell. You know, it just feels like it sort of devalues the whole original point. What's the most expensive yarn at PSA 10? Shariz yarn. I can't believe you didn't make a Tangle a joke. You held on to a lot of stuff that was one-off runs and similar. Yeah, that's something I've gone through with yarn where I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get this again. It was a limited dye lot, a limited run of a specific colorway, and or I won't be able to get the same dye lot anymore. So I have to pick and choose really carefully what I decide to use it on. And or I may not have enough for certain projects, so I have to hang on to it till I have the perfect project for the amount of it that I have. Because once I've used it for the project, whatever I have left over, I don't know if I'll be able to use it on something else. But there are lots of good projects that allow you to use up scrap with yarn. So anyway, yeah, I'm just I'm not here to like I'm not the TCG police. Like I'm not, you know, it's difficult because this is our small family owned business. And that behavior, it does negatively affect businesses like ours. Just the whole sentiment of snatch as much of it as you can from anywhere you can. And then especially the reselling, you know, because we want to keep our prices reasonable. And we want to have the product in stock. After enough time, the filament becomes useless. It becomes brittle and crumbles. So now yourself and others in 3D printing realm go, just use it. Yes, you'll never get it again. But you'll never use it before it's unusable otherwise. Yarn, if it's stored properly, is very different from that. I have yarn that I've found yarn in stores that because it was stored properly was most likely at least 70 years old, right? If it's been stored properly, if it's been protected against heat damage, you know, by improper washing, if it's made into a garment, or if it's not been made into a garment yet, if it's been kept from insects and the like, you know, yarn, even man-made fibers, those also will not deteriorate too much over time. If it has elastic in it, or if it's been stored improperly, if it's been wound too tightly into a ball, Some yarns, the like twist will suffer and they won't be as stretchy anymore. They won't have as much sort of like spring to them. But if they're stored like in a hank and not wound up all tight into a cake, then they're fine. I just realized I put the puppies out earlier and they are hanging out right by the door, but they're barking. They probably want back inside. It's not that hot out today. Please don't worry. I put them out today in the backyard because it's not like it was yesterday where it was already about 80 degrees by this time today. It's only 67. Thank goodness it cooled off. I'll be right back. But let's just do an ad break while I'm gone. And hopefully I didn't miss anything on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and I don't see your message, please feel free to repost it and try to get my attention. It doesn't look like anybody was talking over there, but I am trying to be good about noticing messages on both sides. Well, yeah, they're animals, man. And if they're outside and they've had access to water and there's shade, it's not so bad. It's the worst when you see somebody's left their animal in a car. That makes me, like, without the windows rolled down and it's hot out. I think, isn't there like an exception in a lot of places to, like, if you see an animal trapped in a car, you won't get in trouble for breaking the window of the car? I don't know. Because that's just wrong. And I would do it. I would take me down to the police office or the police department. Take me down. Take me down to the police officer city where at least that dog didn't perish in someone's car. Whatever. I would face the consequences. That's why you bring a dog to every car you play. If you contact police/ASPCA, that would probably be the smart way to go about it. But, like, if you walk by and you see the animal looks like they're, you know, in a real bad way, I don't know if I would wait. Depends. Like, how long is it going to take for them to get there? What if that's the amount of time before that animal isn't going to make it anymore? You know what I mean? It's really unfortunate. Anyways, I'm not advocating for smashing car windows for just any old reason. Oh no, that car stereo looks a lot like a snack. Get out of here. All right, I'm gonna run ads. You guys are ridiculous. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.40.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Are you clearing my... Raz? I think Raz was just clearing my 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just do it!
It's so... Sour cream. I was thinking about using apple cider vinegar. I'm not gonna put sugar in it because the hubs can't have it. Okay. 1 yellow cucumber. Please. They're having a bit war.
Okay.
Hey, you're supposed to, you know what?
Do more bits!
No. Somebody clip that. Clip my kid going, do more bits.
Mom, can you touch this?
And I would be here, left to my own devices. You can play at this game. Nope, 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 going off the rails on a gravy train. That's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato. For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this? She's talking about 360 no scoping some kid. What even is that? I'm never coming out. Somebody just donated $1,000 to St. Jude to our campaign. All right, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me while I let my pups out, cram a couple of bites of food in my face, because all of a sudden when I got up there, I realized I was hungry. And, yeah. Hi, Doom Knight. Oh my goodness. And now they're barking at something. It's great. You're talking about diamond painting? Unfortunately, as much as I love diamond painting, my main concern right now is making enough money to pay our bills. I don't have a whole lot of time for just plain hobby crafting at the moment. I wish I did. I do love diamond painting, and I have one that I haven't finished yet. So it's hard because, you know, I don't want to be that person who ends up, you know, being like, oh man, I never get to do what I want anymore. Crafting has become a chore. I don't feel like that, but, you know, regrettably, I really have very little time for doing it outside of stream. And I'm very backlogged on a lot of other projects, including some that are not, you know, to like make a sale or to do stuff for charity. Like Lego sets I still haven't finished putting together. And yeah, I do not have any lack of things. Don't tempt me, RC. I don't need any more. No more. And then Ella comes in to remind me that I still have never gotten back to using my e-spinner, you know? Like, there's 1,000 things. I start to get anxious. I come down here to, like, deal with laundry and stuff when I'm not streaming, and I look at my office and I go, you psychopath. I know, I love you. I'm kidding. Look, this is all actually my own neuroses. I understand that. You are always welcome to RC to post stuff like that to the Discord if you want. I'm working very hard not to spend any unnecessary funds on craft supplies since I already have so much stuff. I really need to use what I have. But if anyone else wants to check it out, of course you can, if you're into diamond painting. Thanks for sharing. Like, I already had this yarn in my stash. Unless it's to make things for markets and sales in my shop or a commission, I am absolutely strictly forbidden from buying any yarn. So my latest Hobie purchase was velour yarn for making plushies because those are popular. People like them. I looked into what it would take to have a booth at this thing that happens in the fall here in the same town as the shop, because when I took the kids to it, we walked around one day and it was really pleasant. Like, we didn't even do any of the stuff that actually costs like actual admission. We just walked around, watched street performers, ate food, browsed all the booths, But unfortunately, if you are going to sign up for this event, you are required to be open, have a booth down there every single day, open to close, for basically about 2.5 weeks straight. Something like that. That's just not doable for us. How you doing, Redtastic? What's up, my friend? Are you back from your visit with your daughter? Really, the big project that I need to tackle, that my husband and I are trying to work out how we can accomplish it, is to remove everything from the basement. Inventory all of my crafting supplies, organize them, consolidate them into containers, and figure out the best way to store what I have currently, and assess whether or not this space down here is actually serving our family as my office the best that it can. I really don't want to move upstairs, but it might end up being the only real viable option, because the room that we have the boys in is rather small and they are outgrowing it as teenagers. So it would be much better for them to be able to be down here and each have, either have like just beds in the other room, and then have like a little, teenage boy dungeon lounge where I am, or something where they could have like desk and TV and all that, and then have their room be just their space for like reading and bed. I don't know. Or make them into 2 actual rooms. You leave next Tuesday. Yes, those events, yes, are either this is your business, like entirely, so you just do nothing but line up events like that and you commit to them because that's all you do, or you are retired, or you are a big enough company to have employees work the event for you. And I am definitely not that. Not at that point yet. And my kids are almost old enough to help with something like that, but not quite. I'm not prepared for committing to an event of that length yet. Yeah, Redtastic, I know that, yeah. Please be safe. No, I understand, yeah, RC, it's tough. The real situation that we are in is that at the time that we were house hunting, like, we tried, we looked for a house in Portland. We looked for a house in Portland, and that just was not doable. It wasn't doable then, and it's not doable now. basically, had we known then, which, how could we? Had we known then that we would be shortly after buying this house, like around a year later, in a position to open a family business, right? Like, if we knew then what we know now, we wouldn't have probably bought a house here. We would have, you know, kept shopping for a house in the town where the shop is. We got an incredible interest rate that only went slightly up when we were able to make a dent in our, you know, we had put down a down payment and all that other stuff. Basically, the long and short of it is, even after a refinance, not terribly long after we bought the house, because we were able to, now the interest rates are garbage and there's no way. Thank you, Ella. Yeah, Redtastic is not going to happen anytime soon. I don't think. You know, not unless Mr. Beast 6000, you know, Mr. Beast sees he got a gift sub from Hatton and pops in and goes, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. It would depend on what was required of me, frankly. Yeah. Nope. Can't. Gone. That was a possibility for a little while there, Redtastic. We demoed the whole back of the place to open it up so we'd have more room for events. Well, I would figure out a way to hopefully, you know, have a hardwired connection if I were going to stream regularly from the shop, Cranston. But yeah. I also don't think it's a safe idea for me to be like, hey, I'm live from my studio inside of our shop, which is a publicly known address. I hate to think that way. Hey, everybody, here's exactly where to find me while I'm live. How do I explain why I'm not in my home setup? I guess I can, you know, I could lie and be like, you know, well, now it's definitely not. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like if I were there and trying to stream, it would just be a nonstop thing of like, hey, can you help with this? And, you know, understandably, because it's a business and it needs to run. But it would be just as bad, if not worse, in terms of the interruptions. I appreciate the suggestions. Trust me, I've put thought into whether or not that's a good idea. The real thing that we've thought about doing is, you know, just moving down there, frankly. Gorilla crafting a GoPro public transit streams crocheting on the metro. Are you talking to somebody else? What's the metro? Do you mean like just like public transportation There's a max, but it doesn't stop anywhere close to St. Helens. You got to go all the way into Portland for that. Yeah, I will say that requires a setup that I do not currently have, I feel like, to be able to do it consistently. Like, that's like a backpack setup kind of situation if that's your main... But I really don't want to move my setup into in our bedroom. My husband was like trying to say, like, how could we get you in our room? I'm like, no, absolutely not. No, I will not move my setup into our bedroom. No. Especially not when, you know, he is very camera shy. But yeah, no, I'm not, yeah, that's a private area of my house. I don't need, I understand that some folks don't have a choice. Trust me. I know that lots of people do stream from their bedroom. They live in a 1-bedroom apartment or they have housemates or whatever. Completely understandable. Not saying people shouldn't do that ever, but for me, I don't feel like that would be appropriate for a lot of reasons. Like, what if I'm streaming late and then he comes home and all he wants to do is just relax in our room, and then I'm in our room and then he doesn't want to come in there? It's like, that's a terrible idea. That's going to create all kinds of tension. And no, I'm not talking about knitting and crochet tension. Ha ha ha. Anyway. Utility belt like Batman. Yes. Indeed. I'm sure somebody has done that. I feel like maybe our friend Ariella Studies has definitely done a bunch of stuff where she's made custom keycaps that were like items that were like miniature origami set in resin. Dope. But I am not about to volunteer myself for doing micro crochet on any kind of regular basis. You can go visit Coffee and Crochet for that. Yeah, actually, Not Bush kind of does something sort of like that. The craft camera is like his POV. Dang. Well, at least somebody's busy today. So I just did the, it's like a, kind of like a purl row, except for it's the knit row. But it makes the bump on one side. Oh, I hope Not Bush doesn't see that and go, who the heck is 9.5? But thank you for shouting them out. I don't think he knows who I am. You know, I get shout outs sometimes, occasionally, from people who I don't recognize, which is nice. Be like, oh, I don't know who that is. I don't know why you're shouting me out, but thank you. Your iron broke and your roommate lent you hers and you bumped it and it fell to the floor and broke the spring. Oh no! That's a bummer. What do you mean? You're talking in chat. You are just fine. You are just fine. And I appreciate suggestions, but sometimes I feel like I'm like, I don't know about any of that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Suggestions are great, but one thing is I'm never going to remember any of this stuff that you guys suggest to me unless you put it somewhere in the Discord. Like, the Ideas and Suggestions channel is a great place for like, hey, this is something you might want to consider. And I know that sometimes you guys are just making conversation, so it's totally cool. You are just fine, fantastic. I'm sorry to hear about the mishap with the iron. It's all good. And also, you're getting ready for a big trip to go see your daughter. You got a lot going on. Your craft space is a bit out of control with all the craftiness from getting ready for your trip. See? Don't worry. We love you, Ritastic. I have a bunch of fabric sitting in a bin that I washed because it had been sitting for a while, and I didn't press it right away, and now it's going to be a real big pain to press. You did get the little sewing table's lift mechanism to work, and put the fancy dookie serger you got yourself in it. There you go. Good job. Mother Clucker laid it for 66.04. You're trying to get the room cleared / take the cutting table out and put the sewing table in its place so you'll have zero excuse not to use it. Yeah. I feel like where I have set up that little tiny sewing table I bought for myself is not a good place for me to sew. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm trying to like figure out like, you know, if I'm staying down here in this space, you know, how do I use it best? You got the sewing cabinet for $35 at a thrift shop in 2019, and when it wasn't lifting, you looked up the mechanism to buy a replacement. They're proud of those lifts. They're upwards of $250. Oh my. That is quite spendy. Watch a bunch of you to see. Good for you. That's awesome. Feels good, doesn't it, to be able to fix something yourself? I was terrified last night. I thought maybe something was wrong with our dryer again. And I was like, God, maybe I could fix it instead of paying the $100 to have somebody come out and look at it. And then, you know, we don't, we have a home warranty, so then, or it's actually $125 now. They increased the price. Be one thing if all that money was going into the pocket of the repair person, but it's just a contractor. Because it seemed like it wasn't heating the clothes, but then I changed the setting and it kicked on. So hopefully that's not a problem that's going to repeat. Ads in 1 minute. Thank you, Cranston. Lint hose vent tube thingy clear. I actually just changed it out. I was going to change it out for a metal one, and I could not get it to attach properly. I struggled with it for like an hour and then accidentally ripped it. Yes, a metal one. Not the like real flimsy foil ones either. Yeah, this house is old. The dryer's in a really inconvenient spot. Another thing we've considered doing at some point is figuring out how to run water to our garage and having laundry. But our garage is not attached. It's a detached garage. It's like up against one side of our house. But the thing would be having to carry laundry outside. It's not going to an outside vent because it's such a long story. Someone decided to put the dryer hookup or whatever in a spot in the basement that it is impossible to reach the outside of the house without a bunch of twists and turns. And so there's no way, not even for a professional company, to properly clean it. They told us that we are lucky that our house didn't burn down from a dryer lint fire years ago. And that they don't understand why anyone would do it this way. So what I purchased is this thing that hooks up to the back of it that catches lint in like a box. It's hard to explain, but there is something you can use to catch lint inside instead of venting. It's like a vent box, and it has water in a tray at the bottom of it. And when I showed it to the guys who came to clean our vents and who offered to do duct cleaning for the dryer, but then said, we can't even, there's no way for us to get through the whole thing with all the twists and turns. They at first were skeptical, but then when I opened it up and showed it to them, they were like, oh, actually, we have, these actually work pretty well as long as you are installing them properly. So that's what I have instead of a traditional... Oh no, what's happening here? Oh, I see. I see. Forgetting. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like this one. It's my heart. I'm probably gonna have to remove it. Once I decide to finally do separated audio. I don't like it when you like other people's stuff. And just want to sing along to it. What's up, Boomy? I'm like, oh, I get it, Carterville. You're getting too big, you know, and important and famous because you're so good at writing catchy ditties. How dare you, 9.5, enjoy Cartervale's music and want to share it with the world? Oh my God, I don't know what they're barking at. Welcome to my life, Umi. Probably a delivery outside. Now, Umi, when I say this, I'm not trying to, like, make you feel any kind of pressure to do so in any way. But I don't think I saw any posts from you in our show and tell this last week. If you feel like sharing in there, we love to see your art. We only do that once a week on Mondays. I'll be right back. I'm going to go see what's going on upstairs. If there's a package outside, I should bring it in. Thanks, you guys. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
See, subs get snapped.
Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.40.
Yeah, get! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Are you clearing my... Raz. I think Raz was just clearing my 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just do it!
It's so... Sour cream. I was thinking about using apple cider vinegar. I'm not gonna put sugar in it because the hubs can't have it. Okay. 1 yellow cucumber. They're having a bit war.
Okay.
Hey, you're supposed to, you know what?
Do more bits!
No. Somebody clip that. Clip my kid going, do more bits.
Mom, can you touch this?
And I would be here, left to my own devices. You can play at this game. Nope, 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 nope.
Going off the rails on a gravy train. Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato.
For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no scoping some kid. What even is that? I'm never coming out. Somebody just donated $1,000 to St. Jude to our campaign.
Who has committed this crime?
I'm sorry, I'm woefully, no, I haven't. Woefully undereducated. Oh my God, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. Okay, yeah, there was a package outside, and it was a pair of shoes, and I don't know if they're gonna work for me. Oh, the woes of being a women's size 10 and a half who needs a wide toe box, and just, I feel like I cannot find shoes that fit me, not in the store. I ordered them online. They're like this one, I feel like the heel is digging into the back of my foot. By the way, Redtastic, the liners you sent me are so beautiful, and they're too big.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
That's one way to sneak in. Thank you to Ghost. Thank you to Ghost for that gift set for our friend Chef John. How are you, Chef John? Pretty stoked, I bet, about the Food and Drink Creator Club. Welcome in, friend. What color chicken would you like to be today? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? Courtesy of our friend Milsic Ghost. Thank you so much, Ghost, for gifting that sub to our friend Chef John, who is a fantastic content creator. I don't have red. I have pink. I have pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and white. They're like pastel-ish colors. Okay. Some people love red, but they do not like pink, and they'll pick something else. So I don't like to assume that pink is okay just because red is. That is basically our red. But like I said, some people are very adamant that they like red and not pink. I like colors. 3, 2, 1. And it's very full, and I need to find something to dump it out into that is not the little bowl I had in my office that my daughter decided was a good receptacle for her when she did not enjoy her stolen coffee-flavored candy to dispose of the evidence of her crime. So it needs to be washed. How you doing, John? It's nice to see you. Thanks for popping in and hitting your resub button. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I know, several people, chief among them, our friend Kenara, were really pushing for this club because, like makers and crafting and art and some of the other creative categories, food and drink really has a lot of potential and has some incredible people that are already a part of it. One way that you can help other people to, grow and to try and support the category is by networking with each other and introducing, your viewers to other people who create similar content who they didn't already know about. So I will say that our little creative categories can sometimes feel a bit insular. And I think that this is, one way that Twitch is trying to help people understand, different tactics for growing your audience. I myself am having to kind of strategize and come up with some new approaches and tactics, just like you always do with content. My main focus outside of Twitch lately has been YouTube. So not quite where I'm posting like long form edited content there necessarily just yet. But posting some shorts, sometimes just sharing clips from here, that can be very effective. Like, you don't have to become like, a professional level video editor to make good use of things like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, etc. You doing okay? Just going through some health issues. Oh gosh, I really am sorry to hear that. And yes, I hope the procedure goes well and without incident and you recover quickly. That's no fun. That's especially hard. A lot of people will talk about, like, especially if there's a chronic issue, how frustrating it can be if your health issues are preventing you from being able to do what you want. The pasta abilities, get out. Please don't ever put the words endless and pasta in another sentence again in my chat. Thank you, Cranston. I have former Olive Garden employee issues. The words never ending or endless, and pasta or breadsticks or salad or soup do not belong in the same sentence. Thank you. At the moment you're posting shorts and your VODs there. Yes. It doesn't have to be like a whole separate content creation venture unless you have the time and the inclination for that. But reusing your content that way is smart. You've already created the content. Make use of it. You never know who might find your VODs and go, oh, this is fun. I don't know why YouTube served this up to me, but oh, this is a recording of a past broadcast on Twitch. Maybe I should go check out what they're doing live on Twitch. We are live on Twitch and YouTube right now, and that's another thing, is you can go live on both now. Endless tacos? What are you talking about? What are you tacoing about? Exclamation point ban, Cranston snored. I knew what I was getting myself into when I gave him a mod sword. Chef John. Please give our friend Chef John a follow. Canadian, now a fellow member of the Creator Clubs and the Food and Drink Club. Very creative food streams, and it's hard to. I don't know how I know this. But I can tell just by looking at it that it tastes good. Sometimes you can just tell. I mean, visual is a big part of food, but I've never tasted any of John's dishes, but I feel like I have. No, he puts a lot of care and attention, and he's very high energy. Please check out his channel. Yeah, I need to get a proper kitchen setup going. I'm tired of the jury-rigged version I've been doing, but, you know, that costs money. So hopefully we will get there at some point. Right now, things are a little bit on the tight side as far as our budget goes. I don't really have extra funds for anything. Besides, you know, we got to pay the bills, got to feed the kids, got to feed the pets. But just keep, you know, trying to produce good content and have a space people feel good about being part of. And if they feel like supporting it, that's great. But you know, overall, I've had such a great experience. I cannot complain. Exactly. Produce enough on Twitch, chopping it up and using it as little bits is the way, right? You got anything fun, special planned? Do you have any fun collabs coming up that we should know about or anything like that? Please plug away, Chef John, who's another one of our Canadian friends as well. One of these days, I do hope to get to visit Canada. Smorf is up there in Canada. Chef John, Chimera and Lambo, Zam, Pix, Kim. We have a lot of friends who are from Canada. Oh my God. Angel, when you're angel hair, you're a fan. Oh my goodness. This is a shawl I'm working on for the MoCo Loco auction for St. Jude next month. Caribbean festival to coincide with the what? Coincide with the what? What does that say? What? What is that? Is it football, aka soccer? I have no idea how to say this. Something Gold Cup tournament. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, the Confederation of North Central America and Caribbean Association of Football. Goodness gracious. Why? Why such a long... That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's like the chain that's around here that's called Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. Why? Pick one. Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market, Bargain Grocery, Grocery Market. I don't know. Pick one. Why? Why 4 names? That's ridiculous. But okay. That's not really the point. Until July 6th, going to a women's soccer game this Saturday, making dinner for your dad on Sunday, and then sporadic streams during recovery until June 22nd when Caribbean Festival begins. Ah. Confederation? This sounds like... Yeah. CONCACAF? CONCACAF. CONCACAF. That's what I saw. I saw CONCACAF. Could be worse. The Chinese Air Force is technically the... What? People's Liberation Army Navy Air Force. Wait, what? Okay. I don't understand. I actually live not far from a city where we have a professional soccer, aka football, and the rest of the world team. But I'm not really a big... I used to watch a lot of sports with my dad, but I don't anymore. Well, I mean, I kind of get it because so like North Central America and Caribbean, that's, you know, that's Canada, United States, Mexico, and a bunch of other, you know, Central American, North American and Central American countries. You know, Mexico is clearly North America, but like Central America. And then the Caribbean, I can understand why it would be included with Central and North America. So is there a separate South American football association then? Which honestly might make sense simply because South America is enormous and it's such a popular sport in Brazil, as well as plenty of other countries in South America, but it's highly popular in Brazil, and Brazil is a huge country. I mean, land mass wise, it's enormous, but there's quite a few people there too. Yes. Yeah, yeah, hockey puck. You know, that's a different kind of sports ball. It doesn't even involve a ball. I mean, what is the thing called in lacrosse? What's the... It's not a ball, is it? Oh, shoot. I left the patio door open. Smorf. Kosher Bacon Jim knows that. It's not a lacrosse ball. That's not a thing. Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was called something else. Nope, it is a ball. I was wrong. Explore our wide selection of certified game-ready lacrosse balls. I thought it was something like, you know, like a birdie. What are they called? Yeah, it doesn't have it. This one doesn't have a specific name. I was thinking of frickin' badminton. Yes, shuttlecock. Yes, thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, 90-second ad break. I gotta go check on the dogs. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.4.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Are you clearing my... Raz? I think Raz was just clearing my 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just do it!
They were all just chilling in the living room. Just hanging out, just sleeping. I just felt like it was too quiet up there, and I realized I had left the patio door open. So of course my assumption was that they were all loose. I have no idea what percentage of this I am finished with at this point. I did not yell at you, or maybe I did, but I probably had a reason. I don't know. I'm much better. I was very crabby last night. The heat does not, especially the first few times that it gets warm, I am an extremely unhappy camper. I mean, you know, we have a window unit for our bedroom and it does keep things reasonably cool in there, but like I can't just hide. I can't just hide in the bedroom. I was just gonna say, you're not here. How would you know? You escaped our little mini heat wave. It actually did not last that long, thank goodness. It was like 85, 90, it was 95 one day, and then it was like 85, 90 the next day. And we're not quite to the part of the year where, you know, it's like that for like a whole week, and then there's just like ambient, radiant heat. It's still, you know, it's not technically summer yet, right? I forget what the first day of summer is. I'm sorry to hear that, Smorf. I don't know, you know, what you can do to try and mitigate that, but that is not fun. You know. But yeah, today it's only 72 degrees out at 1 o'clock. And there's cloud cover, so it's much more comfortable. Like, I'm wearing a sweatshirt today. I do not understand my middle child, man. He was walking around with a sweatshirt on the other day when it was at its hottest. I'm like, you are nuts. You know, I don't know that we ever changed the project command. Would you mind, please? I mean, anyone can type it. Anyone can type it. It doesn't have to be a mod. What's crazy is that when you went to Pittsburgh, it was the middle of the summer. It was 70 degrees Fahrenheit. People were fainting while you had jackets on. Yeah, I mean, you know, if it's weather they're not used to. Like, I'm tempted sometimes when it snows heavily here, which, like, heavily for here is, like, 4 inches. To be like, ha! This is nothing. But, like, that is a big deal here because we don't have plows. We don't, you know what I mean? And it's much hillier here than it was, like, say, in, like, the places I lived in Iowa where we would regularly get, like, that much and more. And where it would accumulate over time so that, like, it wasn't melting and then it would, you know, or it would melt slightly and then more would pile on top. But, like, people are prepared to deal with snow in the Midwest. Pushed my stitches a little too far forward on the left-hand needle. And it's always kind of a thing where you're like, okay, do I push them a bit back or do I just throw caution to the wind and try and make sure I knit carefully until it's not so likely to fall off. Okay, thanks for the lurk, Nitro. Good luck with the dishwasher. It's the bane of my existence. Oh no, it's supposed to stay back in the 70s and even like mid 60s now for a bit. Well, I hope they can give you some answers. At least. Smorf. KBJ, I hope you're having a good visit with your folks. Hi, Candy Bear. How are you? Candy Bear, I still haven't sent you a Steam code, have I? I started chipping away at that section of my to-do list, sending things out to people yesterday, but all I got done because I had to go on a wild goose chase looking for my roll of shipping labels that I bought forever ago and still hadn't needed to replace. But I got, you know, a few items in, but I need to get you your Steam code. I haven't forgotten. And then your shawl is also in the queue to get mailed out, but there were some other things that needed to go out first. I know you understand. I don't want folks who have already been waiting to wait even longer just because, you know, I'm distracted by like, well, but I finished this thing. I should send it out right away. I try to send them out in the order. Being very patient. Thank you. I'm slow, but I get there eventually. How are you doing today? Guys, Candy Bear is getting close to Twitch affiliate. If you would follow and make sure that you are helping our friend, our community member out with their the rest of their requirements for affiliate. Today you took a day trip down about 1.5 hours south. I almost said 105. What the heck? Just to a Star Trek set tour experience. Oh, how fun. It's built from screen-accurate blueprints with on-screen props. About an hour-long tour. How neat. That's really cool. That's very fun. I was about to ask, like, are both of your parents Star Trek fans, or just one or the other of them? Or you're good when shopping with your boys to Trader Joe's? Always an adventure. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Papa Pops is a Star Trek nerd, and you've always been a fan. Yeah, my parents were real into TNG, and then John and I, Hubs and I, watched it. Watched, I feel like we might have finished the entire series, possibly. If not, when I was pregnant with him, during his infancy, for sure. How many seasons of TNG were there? We were watching like 2, sometimes 3 episodes a night. It's like, you know, wasn't going out. And I was working days at the time. 7 or 8. Candy Bear, you say 7. You're very welcome. It's just that in this random small town in upstate New York, Pops is a Star Trek fan. Mom will be in the room and okay with it. Yeah. That's just how it is sometimes, you know. But yeah, I'm glad you're getting to get a visit in with your folks. I've not seen my mom in way too long. And we were talking about whether or not I might go for a visit to see my sister. Next Generation and Deep Space Nine are the best. You have the box set. You have them on DVD. Need to get them on Blu-ray at some point. Dad taught medicine at 3 prolific colleges. He has a Star Trek medical badge that he used to wear. And security would not double check his badge in the hospital. I had a science teacher in middle school in Florida who was a big Star Trek fan, and somehow or other we gathered funds and ended up getting him his very own suit like they wear on TNG. I guess, according to what I've heard or read or whatever, I feel like I've heard or seen somewhere that Gene Roddenberry did not like, at first was not necessarily thrilled by the idea of Sir Patrick Stewart playing Captain Picard. And I just can't fathom anyone else doing it. But, you know, that's how that goes, right? Now, this is your 3rd Star Trek experience thing. You've been to the now lost but not forgotten Star Trek experience they had in Vegas. And you've been to Vulcan in Canada, and now this. This is a town in Canada called Vulcan, named after a guy famous for railroads, but later taken over by Star Trek nerds, and now that is the reason people go there. I saw something about Mary's Milk Monsters had Happy Goonies Day, which I did not know was a thing. because you know if you're a Goonies fan, then you know the film takes place in Astoria, Oregon. So I will say this: if you are coming to Oregon and you plan to be on the coast and you want to go see sites where they filmed the Goonies, yes, the house I believe is owned now by people who are fans of the film, and so you're allowed to go and like look at it. I don't know if they allow tours or anything, or have tours or anything like that, but I know that the people who own it are okay with folks like taking pictures outside of it and stuff. They just ask that you know, try not to disturb their neighbors and all of that. But I know one thing that you should understand is if you want to see the rocks from the end of the film, those are not located on the beach in Astoria. They're that's Haystack Rock, and it's in Cannon Beach. Not that you couldn't make a trip out of seeing both of those places while you're here. But it's in Cannon Beach, which is south of Astoria. Distance between Cannon Beach and Astoria. Hi, Smokey. You're a late bloomer Goonies fan. Your folks didn't let you watch it. You saw it for the first time a few weeks ago. Oh, wow, really? 42-minute drive from Astoria to Cannon Beach. Seaside is not, it's a little more than halfway between, and pretty touristy, honestly. Seaside is, I mean, Cannon Beach is as well. They're both tourist towns. And Astoria has its tourist season as well. But Astoria is less about going to the beach and more about being on the beach. And there's a lot of really cool little businesses and some pretty decent restaurants. There's a couple of arcades there. And there's also a museum. I think there might be a couple of museums. Where, like, if it's summertime, Seaside Beach is a very popular beach to go to. Not that the Pacific Ocean, like, you know, in Oregon in general is generally very warm. Like, regardless of the season, it's pretty cold. The water is cold even in the summer. Like, I think that people recommend that you wear a wetsuit if you're going to surf on the Oregon coast, no matter what time of year it is. The only reason you've gone to Seaside was for their Comic-Con. Yeah, especially the summer, it is so crowded there. That bridge is cool, and the column, yeah. Do you mean the bridge in Astoria? Seaside, Oregon? You lived in Seaside, California, but that would be an epic road trip of the Pacific Coast. The Pacific Coast Highway is really pretty. If you have the time to take that and stop a few places along the way, it's really beautiful. It's a nice drive. How you doing, T-Weasel? Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. The bridge from Astoria to Longview. Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, Long Beach is pretty cool. Long Beach is actually kind of like a little sleepier, a little more of like a quieter little town. And they have a little fun arcade there, and it's definitely kind of a little bit less of a tourist trap. We'll be going to Seattle in mid to late November. Seaside's right by Monterey, and you took Route 1 south, but not ever north. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It is a cool bridge. It goes like over the water for quite a ways. It's sort of like disconcerting, right? If you're like from a town like Portland, or you're just used to like big tall bridges where you're like rather close to the water comparatively. It's like almost like you're just driving right over the water. I mean, you are driving over water, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you, Cranston. Ads in about 3 minutes. Thanks for staying through the ad breaks. It helps support my content. There's multiple ways you can avoid seeing ads, including getting up and stretching during the ad break. You could use your Prime if you have one available. You could be a paid recurring subscriber and help us with our plus points, or you could sign up for Turbo. But staying through them no matter what, especially if you don't have a sub, helps support the channel. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hi, Miro. How you doing? Miro's over on the YouTube side. Thank you so much, friend. No likes on you. I forget to ask people. I probably should try to put some time into doing things like a regular timer on that side to, encourage people to like the stream. Oh, please don't feel, listen, the last thing I want to do is be like, you know what I mean? I really don't want to, if you want to watch on YouTube, that is helpful. It's helpful, and I appreciate all of the ways that you guys support what we do here. For me, there's like a fine line between, what they call, and I hate this terminology, but whatever, call to action and I just would really prefer that people are doing things because they want to and not because the streamer said so or whatever. I don't know. It's helpful, and if you have the means to do it, great. Please don't feel at all KBJ. You know what? Yeah, it is. It's a chicken cult. You got a problem with that? So it's all good. It is helpful if you want, you know, like T Weasel said, some body doubling. If playing the playlists of the old VODs helps you to have, like, you know, some virtual company, just something going on, you know, in the background or whatever, that's great. And it is helpful. I appreciate everything you guys already do, and I am trying to work on some things to help us grow our community. I want to be able to do more, you know, but it has to happen at a rate that is sustainable. Thanks, T Weasel. That's all. You know, I could stay up until 3 in the morning every morning, you know, making and editing videos, and, you know, get up again at 6 and get my kids off to school and stream, and then, you know, take care of them and cook. And I would probably get sick or just burn out, and I don't want that. So I have accepted that I will probably not ever, like, blow up like crazy, and at least you never know. You really never know. You don't ever know. One of my favorite YouTube channels is Feeding Steven, and he made a video recently where he's like, what if I hadn't moved into this flat 5 years ago and noticed these seagulls outside and decided I was going to start trying to befriend one of them? And make some content about it. Like, that's what blew his YouTube up. And it's a really funny and wholesome channel, although it does have some language. You know, because he really, like, has bonded with this bird. That bird eats better than most humans, I feel like. You need to settle on a format and do it. That's so hard for creatives sometimes, though, T-Weasel, so don't beat up on yourself, okay?
Ski beady fellow Giga Chads. Are we mogging or hardly risen? Holy moly, that was a mouthful. Anyways, chat, get ready for a sticker party. All stickers in the extension are free. So 9, I've heard you're packing a couple of full auto 9mm crocheting hooks.
Why is it a spooky horror movie song for the sticker party? You guys, stickers are free. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miro. Thank you, Miro. Spam them. If you can see my face. If you can see my face, you are not spamming enough stickers. can see my awkward dancing. Stream stickers are free. We were this close to a sticker party. And Miro just pushed us over. Time is running out. Hurry up! Take advantage of the free stickers! Go, 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 go! That's better. You can still kind of see me. Yeah, look, here I am. You can still see me. You can see my forehead. Come on, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Miro. That means a sticker sheet giveaway. That's exciting. That means a sticker sheet giveaway, you guys. Oh no, I'm struggling. Here, let me, there we go. Get to a stopping point. Thank you so much. Thanks for using the stream stickers. I feel like those have been not as used as much until the last couple of days or so. I have some custom sticker slots, including one that belongs to you, Miro, that I just now remembered. We still need to make a custom sticker. Hi, Phantom Breeze. Yeah, so funny story. We did a sponsorship with Stream Elements, and one of the like milestones, achievements, whatever, was if people did decide they were going to make a purchase in the game, which I told them, like, you know, there's no pressure or anything, but a couple of us did. I did because they reimburse you, so you can like show how, you know, certain things work in the game and what have you. We had 2 gift subs as part of that sponsorship, and you just release the gift fairy. The gift sub fairy came to chat. They really should have an account called Stream Elements Gift Sub Fairy or something like that. And it just gifts to 2 random people, and you were one of them. So congratulations! Enjoy your sub courtesy of Stream Elements. That made me very happy. I mildly recognized the other name. It was somebody who had been to the channel for the first time maybe about a month ago. And then to you, and I commented, I was like, oh, that's really awesome. That's like kind of, I understand the philosophy in some ways behind, you know, how gift subs are distributed to people here, because we just unlocked memberships on YouTube. They have gifting there, but people have to indicate that they want to receive them. And I'm not sure where that appears when we're live. It doesn't show it to me anywhere that I can see. Basically, unlike Twitch, where if you've ever been in someone's channel, and maybe, I don't even know, I'm not sure, there might even be a way for people to receive gift subs that have never been to a channel. The person has to go in and say, yes, I am okay with receiving gift memberships to this channel. So it doesn't just go to any old random person. You had a bunch of videos up, but they didn't feel like you, so you took them down. I understand. But we just had a sticker party, so we're going to do a sticker sheet giveaway. Yeah, well, there's that, you know. Sometimes they end up going to completely random people. Wait, right. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Hey, and you know what? You got a discount on that. Good for you. There is a sale on gifted subs right now. And that means we get to crack a Pokemon pack. Because we've hit the daily sub goal. Thank you so much. And we're going to spin the wheel after we give away the sticker sheet. 2-minute giveaway, guys. 2-minute giveaway window. Any sticker or sticker sheet from the 4th wall can be yours. And that's because we had a sticker party. So we do that every time we have 5,000 bits used in the Stream Stickers extension. Every 5 or more gifted subs in increments of 5, right? So 5 is 1 spin, 10 is 2. We spin the wheel, which we will do after this giveaway. There you go. Get in there on that giveaway. Please do. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Who got those gift subs? I'm scrolling up. You guys were very excited, and there was a lot of emote spam. Shiny Queen 2, Gypsy Mama 1017, Crochet 70. We love, that's grams. We love grams. Eagle Laura. Eagle Aura, I get it. 671 and Zaire. Oh, Zaire is a friend from our friends Chimera and Lambo. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that for those people. I really appreciate it. And what else am I missing? I saw Miro highlighting a message that usually means I've missed something. Oh, you were letting everyone know that this is a giveaway for a sticker or sticker sheet from our 4th wall merch. Yes, you are welcome to enter if you're international. You have 30 seconds. The only 2 entries are Phantom Breeze and Candy Bear. I'm trying the best I can to keep up with chat properly. It's not my forte sometimes. But I'm doing my best. And then I have to go in simulcast, which makes things slightly more complicated. But yes, thank you so much for the sticker party. And 10 seconds left. Phantom Breeze and Candy Bear are 1v1ing for this sticker sheet. Here we go. Oh, it looked like it was going to be Phantom Breeze, but Candy Bear managed to snag it. Candy Bear, congratulations. Exclamation point win in the chat. Oh, I appreciate you so much, Miro. I couldn't do it without you and all the rest of our amazing moderators. Cranston, all of our mods, but, you know, most consistently, Cranston and Miro are here to remind me of all the things I'm forgetting. But we have a great crew of people who also help with things like when we get front page promotion, making sure everything goes smoothly, helping with our charity. Mods are the glue that keeps this ridiculous shantytown of a channel from falling to pieces. Show them some love, write the cluck now. Just like Mother Clucker and Stream Elements, both post that message for a reason because it's that important. That's intentional that both of those bots post that. We're trying to spam that love for the mods. Candy Bear, go ahead and take a peek at the merch and let me know which sticker or sticker sheet you would like, preferably here in chat. Thank you, Miro, for putting the link directly to the page where those are located in the 4th wall. And when you let me know, I will either grab an already generated link, or if I have to generate one on the fly, it's no trouble whatsoever. I will do that for you. Congratulations, and thank you again for the party. The Stream Stickers extension has been really fun for us to use, and we do have some custom slots, and that's like kind of on my to-do list. It's on my to-do list of things to like add some new stuff to, kind of dust off the cobwebs on some of these awesome interactive features that we have as part of our channel that I just, with how busy this school year has been, and just life in general, have not had time to put the kind of attention that I would like to into it. So thank you guys for your patience when I sometimes go through a little bit of a dry spell of offering you, you know, fun new buttons to press, because I do enjoy it. The Pixel Plush giveaway stuff. So the very basic version of it, yes. If you want to customize it, what Pixel Plush has is this thing called, well, they have like their own currency. And I would encourage you to go ahead and support them if you're at all able by making a purchase of coins so that you can buy yourself some tokens so you can you know, purchase some of the premium versions. So essentially, if you want like certain skins for things, like the drop game, I believe I purchased this. Oh, a fantastic job. Tons of really cool stuff. Customizable. Some of it does cost a little bit of money. Yes, Candy Bear. Yes, you can. Can I whisper that to you? Is that okay? It's a little easier for me because I just click your name and click whisper. And then I just open up fourth wall and bing, bang, boom. Okay, cool. All right. Congratulations. And yes, thank you. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you. Especially huge thank you to the people who have already signed up for memberships there, which is awesome. You know, this is just me really trying to make sure that I have all of my bases covered for like places to make the most out of our content. So it doesn't... can you play the drop game from YouTube? No, unfortunately. It's a Twitch integration. I'm not sure if they'll ever introduce it for YouTube chat. Some of these tools work with both platforms. Many do not. Let's see here. Halloween sticker sheet link coming your way. And while that's happening, let's open up a Zulu wheel. And this is a tool that our friend Zulu Charlie LAS from Little Arrow Soaps came up with for folks who need to have a like giveaway wheel that is hosted locally on their computer instead of in the cloud. And it works great. And yes, that is me going bok, bok, bok. In fact. 10 squats. That was the warm-up spin. It doesn't count. More if you can make Spicy Bean happen with 500 bits. I'm not telling you should. 10 squats. Riot. Squawks. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Candy Bear. Yeah. Oh, boy. Hey, Smurf. We understand. That's really rough, okay? And we don't want you to feel like you're being just, you know, think about how that sort of thing is the kind of topic that may not necessarily always be, you know, hey, that's really hard. And I'm sorry to hear that. You know, but we're concerned about your welfare. We want you to be well. And that's really rough. You know, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, please. Please make sure you're taking care of yourself as best as you possibly can. It's rough. We're not trying to make anyone feel like, you know, like your troubles are not important. This is also, just let me mention, this is why we have the Let It Go channel in the Discord. Because here in the stream is not always the best time. Think about the timing, you know? I know that it can be easy to treat these spaces where we feel comfortable, like they are, you know, oh, well, you know, everyone knows me here, so it's okay. A lot of people come into Twitch chat and come hang out in channels on Twitch because I'm an entertainer and they want somewhere to have a good time and to feel happy and uplifted and positive, and it's not, we're not trying to be like, hey, your problems aren't important, because they are. But it's just about like timing and considering whether or not the tone of what's happening is really like it's appropriate for you to mention things like that. And I know sometimes it can be easy to forget that sort of thing in a space that you're comfortable in. So I realize that this is partly a sign of how comfortable you feel here. And so please don't feel like anyone is trying to, you know, give you a hard time. It's just that we feel like we might have to start pointing these things out a little bit more regularly. And no one person is being focused on. It's, you know, we come here to lift each other up, to have a good time, try to keep the mood light. There's a lot going on in the world right now that's really rough. Please use me and this space as your respite from it all and your escape. Okay? All right. Thank you for understanding. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. And now Verizon is telling me I can trade in my, I'm like, I don't need a new phone. I had to check that to make sure it wasn't a child, you know, looking for my help with something at school. And I know you guys understand. Otherwise, I would never look at my phone. But if I get a text message, I have to check to make sure it's not something important from a family member. All right. And I get like 17 notifications for a reason, because it's real easy for me to forget things and not look at something. All right. I got to do squats. What else? Oh, I was grabbing the link for Candy Bear. Candy Bear, I am going to get this for you right away. I don't like to sit on the fourth wall giveaway stuff, because then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, crud. I have like 10, I have like 10 things that I need, you know, to send out to people to redeem. All right. Your link, Candy Bear, for a Halloween sticker sheet is in your whispers. Please enjoy. Thank you. And we just had the one t-shirt sale last month. Maybe I will wait. Wow, you're quick.
Someone just claimed prize Halloween emote sticker sheet.
Thank you for doing that so quickly. Thank you for redeeming your prize in a timely fashion. I accidentally give that same URL to somebody else because they don't have a way until the person has redeemed it for me to mark it in the website as distributed. So, thank you. Oh, hi, Zare. Yes, you got sniped by Phantom Breeze. One less thing to worry about. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much for doing that quickly, because then it's done and we don't have to worry that you're not going to be able to redeem your thing, and then you have to ask me for a new link, and it just makes everything that much simpler. 10 squats and what else? Anything else? I think that's it. And then I'm not beholden to you, chat. Well, other than the like dozens and other than life-size Gengar, just a life-size Gengar amigurumi, just that, just a little thing. Ready? Ready your fart noises, chat, because I know you were already doing it. Let's go. 1, 2. Oh my God! Feel the burn. 3. Oh. Ha ha! Your timing was off. 5. 6. You gotta work on that. 7. Oh. 8. 9. didn't get it a single time when I was actually squatting down. In your face! We have an ad break coming in 2.5 minutes. Thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. I really appreciate it. It's such a lovely thing. It really is quite a lovely thing to do. We've also mentioned how like gifting multiple months of a sub is so helpful and sweet and kind because it spreads that income out. The delay is murder. Yeah. Well, you know, you just have to factor that in. There's never any pressure to do anything financial here. Oh, Pokemon pack. Ooh, yay. I'm excited for that. This sub goal thing, this daily sub goal thing that I just sprung on you today, totally not an excuse for me to hopefully get to open a Pokemon pack today. That is also one of the wedges on the wheel for every 5 gifted subs. Let's crack this pack, chat. Let's see what's in here. I know, yeah. Yeah, the latency has seemed like it's been a little bit kind of an issue. I have good internet, so I don't think that's the problem. All right, we've got a basic fighting energy. We have Cyndaquil. Dwebble. I love the Widow Dwebble. Yeah. Mastiff. We got one of these. We got one of these Mastiff. This is a cute. The art is really cute on this. It says the artist is Mina Nakai. I love that the names of the artists are always on the cards, right? Because we forgot the prediction. There's still time. Do a short one. Do you want to do a really short one, like 1 minute? I can stop right here. We're not to the point in the pack where we would know whether or not I got a full art. A full art. Fart for short. Full art. If you want, go ahead and run one. I will wait until the prediction window is open to continue looking through the cards. Win channel points if you make the correct prediction. At the top of chat, win channel points if you make the correct prediction. Will there be a full art card in this pack? Will there be a full art card in this pack? I have 4 more packs of Destined Rivals sitting next to me. So, you know, with these like crack a pack things, clearly that's always kind of like a while supplies last incentive because I would love to take more packs home from the store. Yes, please. Here, I got it. I did it. Thank you. Thank you, Mural. Teamwork makes the dream work. High 4.5. Ooh. Neck and neck. Whether or not we will have a full art card. All right. Prediction window is now closed. Chingling. Aww. That's a cute little Pokemon. Granite Cave. This is a stadium card. Steven's Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, take 30 less damage from attacks from the opponent's Pokemon after applying weakness and resistance. That's interesting. Stadium cards are something you can play, but there can only be 1 stadium card active at a time, and you may play only 1 stadium card during your turn. You can't play the same stadium card as someone else has. That wouldn't make sense, for one thing. Why would you waste your stadium card if that's already out? It affects everyone. Melodic. Leopard, Malratome, and Team Rocket's Ariana, which is a trainer card. Ooh, that's a fancy Zapdos. But no full art. Fancy Zapdos. That's a cool looking card. Which is a nice basic Pokemon. For 2 energy, you may move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their benched Pokemon. That's interesting. If this Pokemon has any Team Rocket's energy attached, this attack does 60 more damage. Ooh, Wicked Thunder. Oh, yeah, that's a Wicked Thunder there. Yeah, no full art, but that's okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I think this is fun. I'm not trying to turn my whole channel into, you know, ripping card packs yet. Actually, we've talked about whether or not we should do like a separate channel where we not just ripping packs, but you know, talking about card games, discussing what we like about different card games. Ads coming in about 1.5 minutes, folks. 90 seconds of ads. Hi, Steffi Ann. How are you? And sort of just, you know, discussing like TCGs and collecting and playing the games. You know, we want to see more people playing the games in our store. Yeah. If you've never played Pokemon TCG, it is really fun, and they do what they sell that is an awesome way to get into playing it. Is like there's the battle decks. There for littles, there's even something called My First Battle Deck or something like that. And those are a separate product line that's, I guess, not like considered legal for like tournament play and stuff, but it's a fun way to teach littler kids. I didn't see who won points in the prediction. I wasn't paying enough attention. Yes, they're in each pack. That was the first card that I set to the side. In each pack of Pokemon TCG cards is a code for playing, for redeeming rewards in Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, not Pocket. These rewards are not redeemable in Pocket. Candy Bear won the big prize. Digital rewards may differ from physical products shown. Available on mobile, tablet, and desktop. This is Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. There's also Pocket. I have both on my phone, actually. This is, it's grown quite a bit. Yeah, we talked about updating that earlier in the stream, didn't we? We talked about that. I'm sorry. forgot. Oh, and I'm sorry for yawning. Mirror. That depends on what your definition of rioting is. Since this word seems to have many different meanings here in the land of Twitch. How are you, my friend? I hope you're good. I'm gonna have so much more time when there's no more school activities, quote unquote, so much more time. I really am going to have more time, and we need to talk about your lessons. And hopefully we will be able to work out getting caught up with those, and then we'll figure out what we're doing going forward, because I owe you like 5 hours of lessons at least. Hi, Danielle. Thanks for chatting on YouTube. Hi, Rom. Thank you for the lurk. Ah, makes sense. Definitely time to riot. I don't know where that voice came from. Henry's just like me like that, and he will just like, a voice will just like happen out of him. From the Dark Crystal. Are you what's going on with you right now, Mirror? Are you free from some of your professional obligation now that it's basically summer? Is the semester officially over? It looks like, Dan, you're not the first one to say that. It looks like I'm knitting funfetti cake. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe here, but it's called, the yarn is called Fairy Farts.
Welcome to the fart zone.
Oh, speaking of farts, wow.
Welcome to the fart zone.
Yeah, Madam J, thank you for the raid. Speaking of farts, welcome to the Fairy Fart Zone. That's what this yarn is called, Fairy Farts. Isn't it beautiful? It does look an awful lot like what would happen after a fairy fart. It's got sparkles in it.
To the fart zone.
Just this camera doesn't catch very effectively.
Zone.
Oh, look at you guys just absolutely making sure they feel as welcomed as possible with that fart zone redeem. Madam J, thank you so much for your raid. How was your stream? Tell me what you were up to today. Hello, raiders. Hi, Phoenix Bard. How are you? Here comes the mighty jungle warrior was swinging off the vines. Oh my God, how am I not following you, Madam J? I fixed it. No, I didn't. You're at the channel follow limit. I know a few people that love the fart sounds. That makes me wonder, do you maybe not so much love the fart sounds? Hi. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for rating. Would you please pick a color for me? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? You don't mind them. They're maybe not your favorite, but you can handle it, right? I just think they're hilarious. I think fart sounds are hilarious. I also live with like 9 other living creatures between my children, husband, and our animals. So, you know, it's like find humor in it, and then there's less suffering in your life. Purple, thank you so much. You finished a poncho for your mom. Oh, awesome. Do you have any links that you'd like to share, Madam J? Like places where you post pictures of your work? You know, anything outside of Twitch? Because clearly we all want to make sure we're following. And I'm about to finish this row of this knitted shawl, and then I'm gonna make sure to do this so that once I have an opportunity. Now, Hi, Christy. Welcome in. Once I have an opportunity to like cull, because you know it's unfortunate, but there are a lot of people who you know, they started streaming, maybe they tried it and didn't like it, or they're busy, they got busy with other things, you know, whatever, and they haven't streamed in a really long time, and it's unfortunate to have to unfollow folks, but there is a cap on how many accounts you can follow on the platform. Purple egg for you. Readers, thank you so much for coming on the raid with the Madam J. I'm 9. I'm called 9.5 because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. Very old restaurant coworker with a very cheeky sense of humor gave me this nickname 20 years ago. It's stuck, unlike the top half of my finger. Here's your purple egg. This is you. You're going into the bowl of Bognificence. The bowl of Bognificence. 1, 2, 3. Oh God! No, you fell out. Oh God, I'm so sorry. The Madam J, I'm so sorry. The bowl is a little full right now. There, I'll gently place you inside because I need to. I have another receptacle, but my daughter decided that was a good place to spit out the coffee candy that she stole from me, and then decided she didn't like. That's always a fun discovery. Children, am I right? Our bowl is overflowing. Raiders, if you're still here. Oh, man. You had a link tree but changed phone number and now working on that. Oh, geez. Well, I mean, even if it's individual links, that's totally fine. We would love for you to post your links or, you know, the thing is, if you don't do it, we have very sleuthy, we have very good sleuths. There are people who are famous for their sleuthing where these sort of things are concerned. Thank you for bringing people over. We appreciate you, and we want to promote you and help you to grow your community, not just here but elsewhere, because that's the most effective way to grow any one of your platforms is if you have multiple, to make sure that, you know, you're inviting people to participate in all of them. You're the Madam J everywhere. Perfect. Raiders, we do a lot of different things here. A lot of crafting. Primarily, I do crochet. Just the other day, I made this cute little thing just because I felt like it, and it is available for purchase in my Etsy. I saw a cute jellyfish in my YouTube Shorts feed and was like, I want to make one, and I couldn't find a pattern I liked, so I just made it. And I'm actually making another one. Holding 2 different yarns double, and this one's sparkly. Ew. I do love sparkles as long as it's not actual glitter that can come off everywhere. Sorry if you're a fan of glitter. Our friend Kim for the Day has this whole like glitter command thing in her chat, and everyone's always throwing glitter at me because they know I don't like real glitter. If you need to get going, Smorf, have a great rest of your day, please, friend. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for spending time with us today. If Madam J, you need to raid and run, I completely understand. Or raiders that are coming in with Madam J, if you need to, you know, go practice some self-care, or there's anything going on that you need to do. Of course, lurks are appreciated. Exactly. You got to feed yourself and your family. That's important, and we always say IRL before URL. So thank you for bringing people by. I really appreciate it. If you're hanging out from Madam J's raid, we'd love to get to know you better. If you're interested in introducing yourself in chat, we'd love to get to know you. Follows are appreciated. And we are multi-streaming today. Most days anymore, I am simulcasting to Twitch and YouTube. We just recently hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is huge because it is one of the requirements for their partner level 2. Which somewhat similarly to Twitch's Partner Plus program, which is now called just Plus program, which I think it's great that Plus program is available to affiliates. Partner level 1 is sort of like Twitch affiliate in the sense that you have access to some monetization. Partner level 2 enables you on YouTube to earn ad revenue from your videos and your shorts. Not those kind of shorts. You goofballs. Video shorts. Can you imagine if shorts could play videos? Like you could wear a pair of shorts and they would just like have video playing on them. It'd be crazy. If you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over the past 365 days, those are the main requirements. I mean, you can also do it with public shorts views, but it's like 10 million over the last 90 days, which is a lot. I think that's because they want to make sure that people who are primarily using the shorts on YouTube are producing content regularly. Hi, Pearl. Thank you for the work, Lurk. I love you. Big hugs to you, Pearl. 1,027 subscribers. So we are climbing our way up to, you know, bigger heights with our subscriber count there, which is amazing. Thank you to those who have already done the thing and subscribed there, which is like it's like following. I mean, I think most people understand how subscribing on YouTube works. But memberships are now something we've also unlocked over there, which is like a subscription on Twitch. None of this is confusing at all. You can join as a member on YouTube now for my channel. Clearly, there's never any pressure to do any of this, but it does help me to produce content and to stay producing content and stay supporting charity, which is a big part of what we do here. A percentage of the highest tier available over there will be devoted to charities. Namely, we will be contributing to other people's charity efforts. We are now currently at 3,144 valid public watch hours over the last 365 days. And that number is going to keep going up as I publish more content there from my VODs. But you can help keep those numbers up by watching playlists if you'd like. Thank you so much. Here, I did it. I did the call to action chat. It's like I'm a real grown-up streamer. This is my full-time occupation. I love what I do. I've been so fortunate to find such a fantastic group of people here through Twitch. But Twitch has been basically where I've learned on the job. It's been amazing, and I love Twitch. And I'm not going anywhere as far as Twitch is concerned, as long as Twitch is around. But I think it's really smart and really important to push yourself to try new things. And that's why I'm doing this stuff with YouTube, is to try to strengthen our community, regardless of where we are. I want to take advantage of whatever opportunities and resources I possibly can so we can do more good for other people, so I can keep doing this. It's very important to me. So thank you for helping me, even just by being here. Honestly, just being here is absolutely enough, and some of you go the extra mile. I hope everybody's having a great day. The grocery store is telling me they're out of a bunch of my stuff. They're shopping my order and they're telling me they're out of things. And I appreciate the people who do that. I really appreciate the people who shop these orders. I'm not complaining. This is a service we started using during the pandemic, and now I can't imagine my life without it. It's crazy. Isn't that funny? And I think I put in the pickup for an hour or two from now, so I should let them know whether or not I approve of their substitution. And my kids aren't going to like that kind of pasta sauce. Do not substitute, confirm. And I don't know what that product is, so I don't want it. And they are still shopping 2 of my items. Oh, one of them just disappeared while I was watching. That's so crazy. It showed the item having been scanned by the shopper. Isn't that wild? That is just crazy. And you can chat with them if you want. Goodness. Hey there. If you have a tub of the turkey, I'd take that instead. Thank you so much. I have 2 teenagers. It's just They eat so much food. They eat so much food. Flip the store? Nah. Hey, they're doing their best, and I really, oh my God, just absolutely. Where does the food go? No skibbity rizzling. Yeah, we are here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 a.m. during the school year, which ends tomorrow. It's actually in my to-do list to change that schedule message to say, hey, it's summer. That means 9 streams whenever that's possible. And that might mean more evening streams, which I know some of you love and kind of prefer. And or, yeah, Candy Bear, we're heading into that territory pretty soon, I think, with Finn. Henry's already a couple 3 inches taller than me. He's about to start pushing 6 foot, I think. He's at least 5'10". At least 5'10". And I'm 5'7". So, yup. It's a wild ride, I tell you, you know. And yes, there are a lot of things that are less challenging once they're no longer babies and toddlers. And then there's a lot of stuff that's, you know, difficult once they're older. But also great. Like, I can take them out to a restaurant and I don't have to worry that if I look away for 2 seconds, well, sometimes Henry does wander off still. He's like, ooh, something shiny. I'm like, no, stop it. You're going to walk into traffic. But, you know, less of the, like, chasing them around, you know, having to walk around the restaurant 6 times. We can, like, go have a meal and sit down and have a conversation. And, you know, they're teenagers, so sometimes they're like, ugh. He is way taller than you now. He is enormous, T-Weasel. He's enormous. He's a sweetheart, and he's had some, you know, struggles a little bit with some social stuff, which I feel for him because I went through a lot of the same myself. But he's a good kid. He's getting pretty decent grades. He's funny. And I think he has potential to be a great performer one day. But one thing I'm giving him, one gift I'm giving him that my mom also gave me, even though people told her over and over again, you know, your kid would make a great child actor. Why don't you have her in singing? Why don't you have her in talent shows and all that? Like, I did music and theater in school, but I did it as educational opportunity. And then, you know, later I was able to decide that's what I wanted to pursue. I'm not saying that it's not possible for children to be involved in entertainment as kids and have, you know, a balanced upbringing, but I think it's really hard, and parents have to work very hard with kids who are involved in the entertainment industry to make sure that it doesn't disrupt their just normal childhood. And I'm trying to help him find passion for multiple things and not just that. Just like me, I didn't start doing this full time until I was 39, not even a little older than that. 43? Something like that. It just, you know, it's important to have balance in your life and to make sure you're helping your kids to try to be well-rounded individuals. Quick text message to do with my children. So yeah, I'm a mom of 3, and we have a busy life, and we own a card shop and a comic book shop. So it's, you know, life can get crazy, and I have to adjust my schedule sometimes, and it may not be the most ideal situation for, you know, growing a content creation business, quote unquote, but you know, we are very fortunate to be in the position that we're in. My husband and I were just saying that again to each other this morning and trying to mutually express our gratitude for the life that we get to have. And you guys are a huge part of that. So thank you. I'm trying not to get misty right now because when I start really thinking about it, it's real easy to be hard on yourself and to think that you're not doing enough and you're not pushing hard enough and you're not grinding hard enough. And if only you did this or that, you second guess a lot of things. I'm here to tell you, yes, hard work can pay off. And then sometimes it's also just the luck of the draw, and you should try very hard not to be unkind to yourself. I struggle with it myself. I struggle with that concept of not, being hard on myself about things I can't control. So, I'm here to tell you, I know that feeling, and I'm also here to tell you, please do the best that you can to show yourself the same grace and kindness and understanding that you would show to others in your same position if you were on the outside looking in. It's very easy to get stuck up here, particularly for people who are creatives, I think, because we are trying to share our passion with people. But you know what? We're not really any different from everyone else. It's just we've found our outlet. I think anyone can enjoy creativity. It's why I love Bob Ross so much. Thank you guys. I hate to, I didn't say sorry. I said thank you. And thank you, Miro, for putting the Pantheon command in the chat. That is our family-owned shop. We do not have a online outlet for purchasing things from us. But my husband, when he has items that he thinks would do, not do better, but just like, oh, okay, this is something that we could just go ahead and put in the TCG storefront. He'll put stuff up there, so you can shop a bit with us. Through that link. One moment, please. Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.40.
Yeah, good!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Are you clearing my... Raz? I think Raz was just clearing my 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just do it!
It's so... Sour cream. I was thinking about using apple cider vinegar. I'm not gonna put sugar in it because the hubs can't have it. Okay. 1 yellow cucumber.
Please.
They're having a bit war.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, you're supposed to. You know what?
Do more bits!
No. Somebody clip that. Clip my kid going, do more bits.
Mom, can you touch this?
And I would be here, left to my own devices. You can play at this game. Nope, 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 going up the rails on a gravy train. Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato. For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no scoping some kid. What even is that? I'm never coming out. Somebody just donated $1,000 to St. Jude to our campaign.
Who has committed this crime? Who did it?
Moo. I'm sorry, I'm woefully, no, I haven't. Woefully undereducated. Oh my God, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. You're a mess. I break your stream. She says, I break your stream. It's you, you're a witch, dude. Full on, fully chaotic evil. Alright. Legos explosion. Nothing unusual. Everything is fine. This is fine. Not distracting at all. Alright, you ready? Maybe we don't need this to be such a large piece of tape. That was perfect. That was perfect. Right at the end. Next order of business.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. Pump it up.
All right, y'all. I have some logistical stuff here that I need to take care of, and I don't want to keep you guys hanging while I try and figure this out. So, thank you. I appreciate you. We have another friend participating in the Knitted Knockers charity event. And we love supporting our friends who are doing things to help out with charity. So let me take you over to Raven. Somebody is riling these dogs up. I don't know if there's someone at my door. I don't think so. But Raven is an amazing content creator, really great friend of the stream. Please come with us. Don't worry, Mira. I will forget to turn off the YouTube stream when we're through our credits scene. I want the credits to show on YouTube too, because our YouTube members are going to be on there soon. So please come with us on the read. Raven is an awesome friend of the stream. Totally innocent. Is doing cross stitch and fundraising for Knitted Knockers. Cross stitch 40K continues. Goodness. Also participating in Camp Chaos. You will know Raven from a lot of different art and making streams. Fellow member of the Creator Club, Sweden-based creator. Please come along and help Raven with the charity. Thank you, patrons, Fourth Wall members, YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and of course our mods. I appreciate all of you so much. Please take care of yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Self-care is really important, and you are worth it. And I may or may not try and stream tonight. Thank goodness it's cooled off to get some more crafting done, and I have to start updating some listings in my shop and all that stuff. I've thought about doing co-working. Maybe some of you would like that, where I try and do more of a focus, and I don't know. I don't know if I can. I'll see you over there, guys. Bye.